Okay, so let's see. In order to do things right, and what I need to do is the following. I have to do something. The audio input capture 2. What I need is to reduce the noise. So what I do is to go to first activate this, and I go from here, go to properties. Now go to filters and activate the noise. Here I activate the noise reduction. If not, it can be listened. If yes, I just reduce the noise, and here's without noise, so there's no sound, external sound that can interfere in my streaming. Something important that I want to emphasize on is on the window capture. Window capture here, and activate it, and the volume for this, alright, is something that you can get because you enable the capture audio beta. That's what I have. Okay, so that's what I got here. That's why the volume is loud. Now, something important to keep in mind too is that I put it the decibels from 0 to minus 25, so in that range. That's why when I speak using this. You see, now there's no sound, and in this case you got 0. I haven't moved his part, but here I put it into this limit. Something important to mention is that when I go to settings, I go to audio in the global audio devices. There is a desktop audio here that is with altavoces, okay, and the others are disabled. Something important to remark. And if I want the volume of the background, the window capture volume, more or less, okay, I have to graduate with this. My voice goes into audio input capture 2. So don't forget that this input capture 2 has nothing here. Okay, there's nothing here in the filters, no, but in properties it's enabled with audio capture beta. Okay, well, that's what I have here. Okay, it works for me that way. Let's see, and now let's go into the gameplay and see. Now let's play it.
We really wanted there, but we made each point that you put into a skill much more impactful. So instead of getting small percentage changes, we actually did much larger changes per point that you put into each skill. And again, all these things, because of how they're checked inside the world itself, can matter quite a bit. You know, just even having one additional skill point in something can open up a lot more options in the world itself. If anybody's played Fallout New Vegas, they'll be very familiar with like the perk system. We basically borrowed that, but went even grander. We actually have more perks than Fallout New Vegas did. But here's the cool thing, right? We check and use perks for literally everything, right? So you can do everything from, hey, I want to make a stealthy build that steals stuff and is really good at that. Okay, great. Well, you can take maybe the pickpocketing perk. So that's not available to everybody, but if you select that, now you can actually go around and steal things out of people's pockets.
That's why when I speak, my voice always looks up. And
there's another perk called heavy-handed, right? Where say you're a melee person, what this does is now your power attacks that you use actually knock people down.
Oh man, I really like the serial killer perk. As you start killing people, they will drop hearts. And you can take those hearts, and essentially you're taking these trophies, you could say, and it's actually giving you a permanent health bonus every time you do it. We have this perk called...
Well, now let's find it out. Right? And in the end, that's how it should be. That's how it should be. And that's so.
have more perks than
let's
Fallout
see,
New
I hope
Vegas
this
did.
recording
But
is showing
here's the
different
cool thing,
because
right?
I'm recording
We
from Bandicam.
and use
Don't
perks
forget.
for literally everything, right? So you can do everything from, hey, I want to make a
So
stealthy
I'm speaking,
build
and
that
now my
steals stuff
voice.
and is really
I'm
good
talking
at
about
that.
the
Okay, great. Well, you can
this
take
part.
maybe the
It
pickpocketing
goes
perk. So that's
more
not available to everybody, but if you select
than
that, now you can
the
actually go
background
around and
sound
steal
that you
things
can
out of
hear
people's pockets.
with the window capture too. That's why when I speak, my voice always goes up, and
There's another perk
here
called heavy-handed,
the
right?
window
Where, say you're a
capture
melee
2 doesn't go
person,
that
what
low,
this does is now
doesn't
your power
that
attacks
high,
that you use
just
knock
minus
people
these
down.
intervals, but this
Oh man, I really
doesn't
like
go
serial killer perk.
lower because
As
it's
you start
the
killing
max
people, they will drop
velocity,
hearts.
I mean
and
sound,
you can take those hearts, and
so
essentially
that
you're
it works
taking
in the
these
way it should be.
trophies, you could say,
That's what
and
I
it's
have.
actually
What
giving
I
you
get.